Hey, it's Yulia, and this is Going Places, a show about fascinating places near and far, and the people who make them better. Welcome back to the show, everyone. This is your host, Yulia Denisyuk. Today, I'm doing something a little bit different because it's a very special milestone for us. This April, Going Places officially turns 1 year old. When I launched this platform last April, I had a vision for a space inside travel media that didn't just talk about traveling to a destination, but actually challenged the way we see the world. I wanted to build a home for decolonial storytelling, a place where we travel through a lens of equity, justice, and humanity, where we look beyond the surface and ask hard questions about who gets to tell a story of a place and who actually benefits from our presence there. And in the last 12 months, we've done exactly that. We've published stories that I am very proud of. In Jordan, we met the Amman-based changemaker and entrepreneur Muna Haddad, who talked about her work in the forgotten locations that centers dignity for the local communities. We spotlighted the work of a hand-poke tattoo artist, Karen Osterhoff, tattooing for Palestine. Featured She Shapes History New York, a new walking tour in the city digging up forgotten stories of women who actually built New York. And launched our Community Voices column with a story from Minnesota that reminded us that travel isn't just something we do over there, it's how we show up in our own neighborhoods. Coming up on the platform, we're also exploring the indigenous-led tourism movements with porter advocate Marinel de Jesus, talking about why Black stories aren't just for Black travelers with travel journalist Mitty Hicks, and looking at writing through a liberatory framework with queer writer Lindsay Danis. Over this past year, I've realized something important. Going Places isn't just me speaking to you, it's a collective. We're all learning together, learning how to become more thoughtful travelers, how to dismantle the Western and global North-centric gaze in our own work and life, and how to travel in a way that gives power back to where it's due, the local communities. Whether we're discussing the dehumanization of Arab people in the media or the invisible workers in the trekking industry, we're all growing as both travelers and citizens when we are exposed to these conversations. Here's the reality though, going places is a labor of love, but it is labor. You listen to the podcast every week and get our weekly newsletters, but behind the scenes, there is an engine running all the time. Every week, I curate and vet specific creator opportunities to help our community members find new work and fund their projects. I spent hours researching and writing our newsletter. I spent hours more finding podcast guests, inviting them to the show, scheduling episodes, and preparing for interviews where I can ask thoughtful questions that advance the learning for all of us. I also coordinate our 5 questions with series and write and edit essays that tackle hard topics like capitalism, extraction, and how we can actually do much, much better for all of us. I'm sharing all this right now because I want to be transparent about what it takes to keep this platform going. When you visit Going Places, you see a finished product, a post, an email, or podcast episode. But behind the scenes, it's the result of many, many hours of research, grounded reporting, and community building. The stories we publish and the conversations we bring to you are free for everyone, but this effort is a full time job. It costs significant time and resources to produce high quality independent journalism that sells it like it is and isn't beholden to some corporate sponsors. Currently, we have 50 paid members who believe in our mission. They are the reason we're able to do this work. But in order for Going Places to continue into year 2 and beyond, we simply need more people to join our cause. So that's why for the next 2 weeks, I'm running our first annual membership drive. Our goal for this drive is to welcome 50 new members. So I want to ask you today, do you want to keep hearing from Going Places? If the answer is yes, go to goingplacesmedia.com right now and join us because we need you to keep doing this work. When you join, you aren't just paying for a podcast or a newsletter. You're ensuring that we can keep providing these five important things. First, our weekly opportunities list. These are curated leads for writers, photographers, and creators that I handpick every week to save you hours of searching because I'm the one doing those hours of searching. Number two, critical essays and ideas. We have thought provoking conversations on the podcast, on the newsletter that help us all become more aware travelers and citizens of the world. Number three, a platform for new voices. When you become a member, you're supporting the Community Voices column that we just launched so that we can continue highlighting people from our own community who have many great stories to tell. Number four, avenues to build community. We have several ways to stay connected to each other, and I'll share more on this in a little bit. And finally, you are supporting a rare space inside travel media that holds critical, important, and often cathartic conversations every week. And frankly, there aren't that many spaces out there like ours that talk openly and clearly about the issues in travel, that discuss travel through a decolonial lens, that encourage all of us to go beyond the headlines, think deeper, and do better. Next week on the show, you'll hear from Marinel de Jesus. She's an advocate for porters in the mountain trekking industry. Marinel said something so beautiful when we spoke, and I want to bring in her voice into this conversation right now.
Thank you for having this platform. I'm really happy to share. It's few and far between that I'm asked about certain topics, and sometimes it's very difficult for me to talk about this because it's personal and it's emotional labor, obviously, because it's not like, hey, I'm talking about some happy stuff about tourism and myself and my life and how it's connected. But I do it because I feel like someone has to, because not a lot of people are doing it. But when spaces like this open up, I have to take advantage of it because there's few and far between of an opportunity. But I'm really appreciative of people like you who do that. And I feel like maybe people will follow more to open up spaces like yours.
How much is having a space like ours worth to you? If our mission resonates with you, please join us today. Go to goingplacesmedia.com right now and click on Become a Member. It takes less than a minute for you to start supporting us and co creating this space with us. I want to be clear. Supporting Going Places is a way to live out your values and become a better traveler and global citizen. But it's also an investment that gives back to you. I've been thinking a lot about AI lately and what's coming to all of us in the next few years. There's a very important podcast episode on it I want to share, and you can find a link to it in the show notes. Whether we believe in AI's promise or peril, one thing is clear: the technology itself is here to stay, and it's already making things that humans make with their own hands, with their own minds, more and more expendable and obsolete. I want to hold on to our humanity. I want to cherish things that human makes. Things like stories, things like art. I want to hold on to being around other humans. In that episode I mentioned, host Sam Fragoso says if things made by humans matter to you, we're going to have to show up for each other. And not just in the algorithm, but out in the world. And that resonated with me so deeply. And it's one of the things I want to do at Going Places going forward. And that is to show up for each other. And while we don't yet have the ability to do in person events, we're now offering more ways to stay connected. This year, we've added a new perk to our membership. When you sign up for as little as $6 a month, if you do it on an annual basis, you get direct access to me and our community with quarterly Zoom check ins. This is where we go behind the scenes, where we discuss industry trends and connect as a community, human to human. Our first call is happening next week. It's a space to talk everything travel related, share insights, share what you're working on, and build community with me and other members. Also, For the duration of the drive, I'm offering two very special perks. First, every member who joins us on an annual membership during this drive gets access to our travel media masterclass video series that I just wrapped up earlier this year. That masterclass costs $79 and you can get it for free when you join us on an annual membership. And this way, you will be able to support our work as we support you and your professional growth in travel media. This masterclass is very comprehensive. It shows you how travel media industry works. It covers working with tourism boards and publications and has an entire session dedicated to pitching and another one where I share all the ways you can expect to earn as a travel journalist. I share the breakdown of all my earnings. So it's very transparent and it's very helpful for anyone who's interested in working in this industry. You can join us as an annual member by Friday, May 1st, when this drive ends, and you will get free forever access to this masterclass. And second, every member who joins us during this membership drive also gets a free 15-minute one on one call with me. You can use it however you like. Join us at any level as a monthly or annual member by Friday, May 1st, and you'll get a link in your email to schedule your free 15-minute call with me. I also want to point out two things. Our accomplice level members, that's only $250 for the whole year, get a monthly group call with me. So if you want more regular access and support as you build your own creative practice, consider joining us at that level. And finally, here is something that you probably didn't know about our founding membership level. That's $500 for the whole year. For anyone who joins us as a founding member, I am offering a one on one creative consultation. We can do a portfolio review, we can look at a pitch that you're struggling with, or map out your whole creative career path together. I'm offering this hour-long consultation because I want to personally help you find your voice in the space. And folks who have gotten this one-on-one consultation from me before have always praised how much value I pack into one session. So you can leave with more clarity, with more focus on what to do next, while you're supporting our Going Places platform for a whole year. I think that's a win win. When you become a Going Places member, you aren't just buying content, you are becoming a patron of this movement. You are saying with your actions that words matter, that who tells a story of a place matters, that things made by humans matter to you, and that you want to see a more equitable travel industry that restores power to local communities. Imagine what we can do in year two if we hit this goal. With 50 new members, we can increase our capacity to commission more voices and to pay you, our community members, for your work to be published on our platform. With 15 new members, we can get closer to being financially sustainable and we'll be able to dedicate even more time to finding and reporting new important stories. Now, I know that you get asked to subscribe to a lot of things. I do as well. I get those emails too. But Going Places is not just another newsletter or another podcast because we are building this platform to be a collaboration with you. Our members are the backbone of everything we do, and we want to involve our members in as much of our community and decision making as possible. I have so many ideas and cool projects I want to implement inside Going Places, but right now we are limited because I also need to dedicate my time and attention elsewhere. With 50 new members, we can finally start implementing those projects. Consider becoming our member at the friend level. That's $8 a month or $80 a year. If you have a little bit more to spare, our accomplice or founding member level is a great way to ensure that Going Places continues strong into year two. And if you join us for as little as $6 a month, that's on annual basis, that's a way for you to live out your values in the world. It's a reminder that how we spend our money and what media we choose to fund has the power to shift the narrative for the better. We have founding members like Rise Travel Institute and Radostina Boseva who support us at the highest level. And we have members like Maria, Victoria, Laura, Miranda, Jennifer, Allison, Maxime, who chip in a little bit every month. And these people are the reason that we exist. Here's what some of our members have to say about joining us. I wanted to support independent journalism. I think it's very important now, more than ever. I'm looking to travel a lot more in the future and want to avoid the popular spots so I can explore what people always overlook. I joined Going Places because I admire your work and mission. I signed up to your community because you give me hope. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much to all of our members sharing the reason why they joined Going Places with us. Being this more aware traveler is, I believe, a first step to being a more aware citizen of the world. By supporting Going Places, you are living out the values that we have on this platform. And those values are equity, dignity, and traveling with humility. When you become a Going Places member, you are choosing to fund a media and community platform that prioritizes empathy over extraction. How much does that cost to you? So let's reach those 50 new members by May 1st, and let's start year 2 of Going Places stronger than ever. Let's prove that independent travel media through a decolonial lens isn't just a dream, it's actually a very sustainable reality. If our mission resonates with you, if you want to see more stories that uncover forgotten, unauthorized narratives, and that help us all become better travelers and citizens of the world, please join us today. If our work inspired you in the past year, if an essay we shared made you rethink your next trip or helped you understand a region of the world better, if a podcast episode gave you hope, now is the time to join us. Go to goingplacesmedia.com right now and click on Become a Member. It takes literally less than a minute. Join us for $8, $25 a month, or as a founding member, and help us reach our goal of 50 new members by May 1st. Let's make year 2 of Going Places even more impactful than the first. Thank you so much for being part of this journey with us for the last year, and I can't wait to see what we build next. Going Places shares global stories of hope through a decolonial lens. We are located on the traditional unceded Anishinaabe homelands. Our theme music is Altercations by Matt Nicholson at Big Score Audio. Our editor is Luciana Baz. We are an audience-supported platform. Become a member and get our awesome perks at goingplacesmedia.com. Our founding members are Rise Travel Institute, a nonprofit with a mission to create a more just and equitable world through travel education, and Radustina Bosova, a film wedding photographer with an editorial flair based in San Francisco.